Hi, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the rhomboid or upper back pain. Rhomboid pain is pretty common and is typically felt under the neck between the shoulder blades and spine. To get rid of the pain, have you ever tried stretching or rolling this area with a ball or foam roller only to get temporary relief? And this is because although you may think your discomfort originates from the trigger points associated with these muscles, the rhomboids are rarely the culprits. So in order to find a long-term solution, we should take a step back and consider a more holistic approach. The key message I want to deliver in this video is local rhomboid treatment alone are not enough for such conditions, especially if you suffer from recurrent inter-scapular pain. In this video, I will explain to you the common causes and the most effective corrective exercises for the recurrence of rhomboid pain. And if you like this video, please click the like button, please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is completely free of charge but will help the channel to grow. Thank you. So the rhomboids are located in the upper back. They connect the shoulder blades to the rib cage and spine and help you to maintain good posture. The rhomboids consist of two separate muscles, the major and minor, which are found immediately deep to the trapezius. Now let's take a look at the causes of rhomboid pain. Being upright creatures, humans have a unique and challenging relationship with gravity, a force that creates a downward pull on the structures of the body, including the spine, head, and shoulders. For most of us, as gravity pulls us down, the shoulders begins to roll forward and the chest may sink in. As a result, the rhomboids may become overstretched. Worse still, due to our daily living postural requirements, we end up developing wrong postural habits in a way that we're sitting behind the desk, look at our phones, driving our cars, watching televisions, and many more tasks that we do on a daily basis. All these wrong postural habits result in round shoulders and text neck, which eventually will end up with weak and inhibited rhomboids. And these are typical features for those with hyperkyphosis and also known as the upper cross syndrome. Remember, the middle trapezius and the rhomboid muscles in the upper back help to bring the scapula or the shoulder blades backward to keep the shoulder back and chest open in good posture. Weakened trapezius and rhomboid muscles allow the shoulder blade to tilt forward, further contributing to hunched shoulders and forward head posture. Let's take a quick look at forward head posture, which is a typical feature of hyperkyphosis. It can lead to formation of trigger points within the postural muscles of your neck and upper back through overloading of these muscles, which have to work hard to hold the head up in a forwardly displaced position, which can cause neck pain and headache. I've already mentioned at the beginning of this video that local rhomboid treatments are not enough for such conditions, especially if you suffer from recurrent interscapular pain. So if it is not your rhomboid, what is it? And why are you experiencing discomfort in this area? Let's take a look at this study done in 1959. When the cervical intervertebral discs of conscious patients were stimulated, discomfort was being reported in the interscapular areas. And other studies have replicated this finding. The key point here is that the rhomboids are rarely the culprits, and the pain you experience there is likely to be more of a secondary response. So in order to find a long-term solution, we should take a step back and consider a more holistic approach, rather than just focusing on releasing the trigger points of the rhomboid alone. A trigger point is a part of the muscle where there is a significant amount of increased tension. Having trigger points in certain muscles can refer pain between the shoulder blades. Releasing the interscapular pain region will certainly help to ease the tension going through the rhomboids. You can use a trigger point ball against the wall or a thuricane. But as I said before, releasing the trigger points here alone will not completely eradicate the problem. First, rhomboid trigger points. Place a massage ball at the site of the rhomboid muscle pain. Apply as much of your body weight as comfortably tolerated on top of a massage ball. To increase the release, you can move your arm in an up or down motion. And then we need to work on the trigger points within the scalene muscles. And then the levator scapulae, and the infraspinatus. And you also need to release other tight muscles that are implicated in rhomboid pain. There are other muscles that pull the shoulder blade out of ideal alignment. This will cause the rhomboid to work excessively to pull it back into alignment, and thus leading to your pain. So by reducing the tension in these opposing tight muscles, it will reduce the overactivity of the shoulder blade muscles. And the main culprit here is your tight pectorals, typically tightened with you hunching over your computers all day. For chest release, locate your pec major and pec minor muscles. Place this area on top of a massage ball. Apply an appropriate amount of body weight onto the ball and continue for 30 seconds. Next, locate the lats on the side of your rib cage. Place this area on top of a foam roller. Apply an appropriate amount of body weight onto the foam roller and continue for about 30 seconds. Once you have released these tightened tissues, it is time to stretch them to restore the original muscle length tension relationship. So, first, stretch the rhomboids. Muscles that are overactive will tend to be the ones that hurt most. So by stretching these overactive rhomboids, it will help them to relax and result in a reduction in pain between the shoulder blades. There are many ways to stretch rhomboids, but I prefer to use a resistance band. So grab a resistance band with both hands with one end fixed. Hunch your upper back as much as possible as you walk backwards, looking down. Aim to feel a stretch in the region where you experience pain. Hold for 30 seconds. Then hold the band with your left hand. Turn your torso slightly to the right to increase the stretch. And then repeat the same with your right hand. But do not overstretch the rhomboids, as this may cause the muscle to become even weaker. Aim to stretch it just enough so that there is a reduction in pain between the shoulder blades. Then we need to stretch our pectorals, as there are many ways to stretch your chest muscles, such as the famous doorway stretch, as shown. Again, I prefer to use a resistance band. Simply fix one end of the resistance band high up on a stationary rack. Grab one end of the band with both hands behind your back and walk away from the rack until you feel tension on your chest. Hold for 30 seconds and then repeat for 3 times. Next, we need to stretch the serratus anterior. This muscle acts on the scapula and is a prime mover in both scapular protraction and scapular upward rotation. It is a key scapular stabilizer, keeping the shoulder blade against the rib cage when at rest and during movements. And the side-lying serratus anterior stretch is my favorite. Lie down on your side. The side that will be stretched should be closest to the floor. Prop your torso up with your forearm. Make sure you keep your upper arm perpendicular to the floor throughout this stretch. Sink your weight of your torso into the shoulder, keeping your shoulder completely relaxed. Aim to feel a stretch on the side of your ribs. Hold this position for 30 seconds. And you can play around with the angles of your torso to get the correct stretch over the serratus anterior. There are many ways to stretch your lats, but I find this one to be the most effective, the bench lat stretch. For this stretch, you need a workout bench and broomstick. Kneel down on the floor at the side of your workout bench. Put your elbows on the bench while holding your stick with both hands at shoulder width apart. Your palms should be facing up and your elbows bent at 90 degrees. Sink your bottom back towards your heels and lower your upper body down towards the bench. The following mobilization exercises will help to warm up the painful muscles and encourage more blood to the affected areas. First, improve your shoulder and scapular mobility with shoulder circles. Place your fingertips on your sternum. Slowly draw large circles with your elbows in a backward direction. Make sure to squeeze the muscle between your shoulder blades as firmly as you can. Keeping your neck completely relaxed, repeat for 15 times and then 15 times in the forward direction. Similar to the shoulder circles, shoulder pumps will help to warm up your painful muscles and mobilize the joints. Place both hands with your elbows forward on the side of your head. Now bring your elbows all the way back, squeezing the muscles between your shoulder blades as firmly as you can. Hold for 5 seconds and then bring your elbows forward. Repeat for 30 times. If you get a pinching pain in the shoulder, you may have shoulder impingement. Next, we need to improve our thoracic mobility. If your spine is habitually being hunched forward, your shoulder blade is going to be placed in a poor position. Stretching your thoracic spine into extension will help to place these shoulder blade muscles in a better functional position. You can either use a rolled up towel, thick book, yoga block or foam roller. Place it in the middle of your thoracic spine. Lie supine on the yoga block as shown, arching your upper back, ensuring the back of your head is flat on the floor. Stretch your hands out to the sides, but do not arch your lower back. Maintain this position for 1 minute. Next, we need to promote shoulder mobility. Why is this important? Well, if you lack full mobility of your shoulder joint, there will be compensatory changes in your posture. For example, if you lack internal rotation, the shoulder will naturally hinge upwards, forward, and may cause more strain to the muscles between your shoulder blades. So, how to check if you lack internal rotation? Well, lie down with your shoulder at 90-90 position. Drop your hands down towards the ground. If your shoulder pops up before you reach 60 to 70 degrees of pure shoulder movement, then you lack internal rotation. So if you do lack internal rotation of your shoulders, how to improve that? Well, place your hands as far up behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades backwards firmly. Lift your elbows towards the backward direction. Try to walk your hand together until your hands hold the opposite elbows. Hold for 60 seconds and repeat for 3 times. To progress, try the reverse prayer hands and try to get the hands further and further up your back. Next, we need to strengthen your scapular muscles. Strengthening the muscles that are responsible for optimal shoulder blade placement is vital in addressing rhomboid muscle pain. First, strengthen your serratus anterior. Now, there are many ways to strengthen these muscles. I'm sharing this one with you as it is the easiest to perform without any equipment. The scapular push-up. Complete 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. The main muscles work during scapular push-up is the serratus anterior muscles. Please take a look at my previous video on the serratus anterior strengthening exercises by clicking the link in the description below. For the scapular push-ups, start in a standard push-up position or high plank position. Keeping your back in a straight line and without bending your elbows, slowly squeeze your shoulder blades together and apart to move your upper body up and down slightly. The serratus anteriors are located on the left and right sides of your rib cage. They help to keep your shoulder blade flat against your upper back. Working out these muscles can help to build shoulder strength and increase shoulder blade mobility. Next, we need to strengthen the weakened rhomboid. I would recommend the prone lateral raises. Lie stomach down on the bench with your arms to the sides. With the dumbbell in each hand, raise your arms up to shoulder level. Keep your arms perpendicular to your torso and fully extended throughout the movement. Lower back down and repeat. Perform 3 sets of 12 repetitions with light weights. Finally, lifestyle changes. Reduce exposure to aggravating activities, whatever it may be, such as excessively overloading your rhomboids with heavy weights in certain exercises, such as seated rows, bent over rows. Either change it, such as using lighter weights so that it doesn't make your pain worse, or don't do it at all. Another common cause of pain between the shoulder blade is prolonged adoption of poor posture. So naturally, the best fix is to fix your posture. First, round shoulders. Round shoulders place the shoulder blades in a position where the rhomboids will constantly be active to counteract the forward pull of the shoulders. And if you have uneven shoulders, fix it. I've uploaded a video on this a month ago. Please take a look. Please click the link in the description below. Next, correct your hyperkyphosis. I've uploaded a video on the corrective exercises for this postural dysfunction. Please click the link in the description below. A hunched upper back can cause the shoulder blades to slouch forwards. Next, scoliosis or twisted spine. If your spine is twisted to one side, it can force one of the shoulders to go too far forward. This can result in overactivity of the shoulder blade muscles in an attempt to counter-rotate the twist in the spine. Remember that there is no overnight fixes with these corrective exercises. Persist with the recommended steps mentioned in this video over the next 4 to 6 weeks. It is likely that it has taken a long time for the rhomboid pain to develop, so it is likely that it will take a long time and effort to get rid of it as well. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is free of charge but will help the channel to grow. If you're interested in improving your health and fitness or losing weight, if you suffer from or wish to prevent back pain, please take a look at my book, which is now available from Amazon worldwide. Thank you.